Hello everyone, I'm Kels and this is Sid from Kels and today we're going to be doing a double book review. One of mine and Sydney's favorite things to do is read, and we've read a couple of the same books and we'd like to share two of our favorites with you. So the first one is The Mysterious Benedict Society by Trenton Lee Stewart. And do you want to kind of give a summary but without giving anything away?
So it's about these four kids, and they're really smart, and they get assigned to this place to go and whatever. And there's this guy named Mr. Benedict that gives them a mission, and they have to complete it. It's really cool. I like it because it's really adventurous, and sometimes it's like, oh, what's gonna happen? And it's like, oh, good, this happened. Or sometimes it's bad news, and we wonder like what's gonna happen next. So I like that about it. It's kind of like suspicious.
Yeah, it's mysterious, hence the name. Yeah, it's really fun because it's like kids with they don't have superpowers, but you think they do. Like they're just really smart, and they solve all these problems. Like I read it and I'm like, oh, after I read the solution, it makes sense, but I could have never done that on my own. So it's pretty cool to do that, and it's actually a series of 3. And so we really like it. I've read all 3. Have you read all 3? Or just the first one?
No, just the first one.
Yeah. I think, in my personal opinion, the first one's the best. The other ones are good too. I just like the first one a lot. The characters are, there's a girl named Kate, a girl named Constance, Rennie, and Sticky. That's his nickname. Sticky. And then Mr. Benedict, and he has these 2 helpers. And so it's really cool. They just go on missions and solve these puzzles. So it's fun. Now the next one, we have a hard copy, but we couldn't find it. We mostly listened to it on an audiobook. And I don't know how many times. I probably actually read the book 5 times and then listened to the audiobook. Whenever I don't have an audiobook to read, I listen to that one. It's like my go-to. So I probably listened to it like 10 times.
Me too.
I have lots of the book memorized. It's called The Westing Game by, what's the author?
Ellen Raskin.
Ellen Raskin. And we don't have the hard copy with us, but here's a picture of it. And this is what it looks like. And it's another one of those, we really like mystery books. It's kind of like a mystery. It's about this mysterious guy named Mr. Westing, who's like this billionaire. He owns this big company, and all of a sudden he disappeared. No one really thinks about, I think it was a big deal at the time, but this is a couple years later. And when these tenants, like these people, are chosen to live at this apartment building, and there's lots of characters. There's 16 characters. And it's like, so Mr. Westing had died and left a will for them, and the whole will is like a puzzle, and he tells them, my life was taken from me by one of you. So they're all like, oh my gosh, we have to find out who the murderer is, and he gives them these clues. And it's really fun because it's like total twist ending. You wouldn't have expected it. And it's like every time I read it, when the ending comes, I'm like, ooh, like I get these shivers. It's like, it's really, really good. What do you think about it?
Well, I just like the mystery part, and at the end, everything comes together because someone explains what's happening, and it's like, oh, like why didn't I notice that? That was so obvious. But like I was just so focused on like the tenants and like what they were doing, and I wasn't
thinking big picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, it like forces you to, it makes you think like whatever the people are thinking, that's what you automatically think, like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And then you find out later, like, oh, that was stupid. Like, it's really cool because there's 16 of them and they're split into 8 groups. And so each group has its own opinion. And they're all like hiding from each other and like doing it in secret, like we have to win it, because if they find who the murderer is, they get this $200 million prize, like they get his inheritance. And so they're all like trying to figure it out, and lots of them have really smart ideas, but like only one of them figures it out, and it's pretty awesome. So yeah, I think that one's my favorite out of these 2, but Mysterious Benedict Society is pretty good too. So thank you so much for watching our double book review video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you really liked it, go check out our YouTube channel, Kels. We have a bunch of other how-to videos there. We have some crafts, we have some cooking, and some Nancy drew her interactive walkthroughs. So if you're interested in any of that, go check us out. And don't forget to subscribe and rate and comment on suggestions for future videos. Thanks everyone, bye. Hello everyone, I'm Kels.
And and this is it.